Welcome to the Streams of the Universe channel. I'm Anna. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, and for supporting and helping this channel. I am deeply, deeply grateful to you. Today, we'll do a reading for the near future, looking at the upcoming week. We'll see. We'll do your signification, who you are here and now, and look a little into the recent past, maybe just a week or so back at most. And if the signification resonates with you, if you recognize yourself, then the upcoming week will also resonate with you. And it will show the main things, so to speak, your affairs. That is, what will influence you, or the people who will influence you. So, let's take a look at you at this moment. Subtitle Editor. Clever. Well, you got a very good card. I think you're in a good mood. You don't put things off. You're doing something valuable and important. Yes, it may be something small, but it's very valuable to you. You have a short period here. Yes, so let's say you brought someone luck. Maybe you went somewhere, visited someplace, brought someone good fortune. Maybe you bought something somewhere, and here's some money. Maybe you gave someone a gift. Also, you could have received a bit of luck or success through someone here. If you didn't put something off for later, yes. But still, the card is about you. In any case, let's lay out 3 cards. Well, at the very least, you brought luck to your children, if you have any. The card simply says you took care of new things. If you don't have children, yes. Or you took care of something new. And this will now bring a big, big growth, because the child is the card of a child. Oh, by the way, you might have taken care of yourself too. Not putting something off for later. Maybe buying something for your home. Well, here is the card, after all, of some kind of care. Even though it's the child card, yes, but it shows care. Maybe you took care of yourself, took care of your nutrition, took care of your children. And this, at the very least, by the way, helps you look really good. Yes. Look good and show care at this moment. Make some updates. Don't put them off for later. Later. Here we also have a chicken. The only thing is, you can talk a lot about it, that something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. You mostly discuss things with women. There are a lot of conversations here, but it shows that you are taking very good care of yourself now, and of new things, updates, and of people. You bring some kind of luck, and luck is also brought to you. By the way, it's mostly women, more women. Well, when it comes to children, girls, if there are boys, it doesn't matter. This card still says what it says. You took care of someone, and this person can also bring you luck. There are still a lot of conversations about women's topics. Little by little, this card. Little by little, this card. And little by little, this card. So yes, like a hen pecking at grains, she manages here, she manages there. She manages to get some information. Let's focus on you, entirely, just like this. Only about you, because here she can show women, she can show parent-child topics, and she can even show some new things, and they're really, really good ones. Maybe you bought something new for the house or had a meal. Overall, very successful. It's just that in the clover we often don't notice. The cards start to fall by themselves. We look, yes. In the clover we often don't notice, but you achieve success. Queens of Fire. Well, you did something. That's 100% active. Talked to someone. Communicated. I don't know. Here it's just like, you knew exactly what to do. That's what it's called. Because it's the Queen of Fire. She knows she's a witch. Well, she knows. Let's not say you're exactly a witch. Yes. In everyday life, a person just knows what to do. And with the clover, maybe you don't notice it that much, but you do it really well. To be continued. Well, sometimes you say yes, sometimes you say no. You have a harmonious energy exchange with other people, at least right here and now. And for some time in the past as well. Everything has been going really well. It worked out, and I hope it will continue to be that way for you. Look, yes. The Six of Pentacles, someone earned some money, by the way. It's a pretty good amount. I'm saying, just like you might have paid someone here, or something like that. Someone could have paid you as well. Maybe you exchanged gifts. Yes, it's like that. But here it's a harmonious energy exchange. Harmonious. Oh, well, your influence, we see you as having a very, very big impact on society. So, you mingled somewhere, talked to someone, and I'll say right away that with the Wheel of Fortune, you got people spinning too, doing something, and the Wheel of Fortune, well, your influence on the Wheel of Fortune, it all depends on you here. Like, if a chicken usually worries, clucks, does its thing, pecks around. If you were upset about something, well, it was something ordinary, so you talked and talked, like you were picking at your own brain, maybe even to yourself, and people started moving, and things got better. Everything improved. If you kept telling yourself, I need to do this, and then you did it, or somewhere you told yourself, no, let's stop here, but this needs to be done. So, did you try to do something with your hormones? I mean, did you know what you needed to do to improve, to make something better? They show you as two women. Well, maybe the first one is actually a woman too. But still, they showed you as the Queen of Wands. You're doing something. You don't even notice how you just know what to do. Or is this really about women? You interacted with others, right? And here the chicken could also represent something. Or maybe you just spun around in two areas and got things done. Look, yes, the home has become very nice and comfortable. You finished things at home and earned some money. Yes, well, or maybe directly with women. You are a woman, and these cards can also show that. Some kind of energy exchange happened? Well, a harmonious one. So my cards, wait, right now, only one card is reversed. Well, okay. It's kind of strange. The deck stood up. It's unclear. Well, there was communication here. I wanted to get more done. I had to hurry somewhere. There was even some irritation here, too. A little irritation. And I had to rush somewhere. But in any case, we made it. We did everything for the better. Oh, listen. Well, look, there's relief. If you met with friends here, everything turned out really well, but there was some irritation. There still was, according to this card, because sometimes you have to say no, either to yourself or to others. I wanted more. I wanted better. But I had to say no somewhere. Well, yes. So I wouldn't feel like a victim. To look at things differently in some way. Well, in general, you managed here and you keep talking about something directly? Or are you listening to your wife, me? For example, I'm joking, girls. Some women's things here, or some household, domestic chores stay here. Well, you are in a really good period. Really, it's a good, very successful period for you. Let's then look at the week. What the week will be like for you. We'll also lay out 3 cards. Then we'll look at the week and see. So what will the week be like, by the way, during the new moon? At the end of the week, during the new moon, we'll have some kind of new cycle starting. Maybe some new ideas will come. Maybe some things will be completed so that something new can begin again. What will the week be like for you, the week? Well, it's called a work week. Or if you don't have a job, then it's an anchor. That's where I've anchored myself. That's what you've anchored yourself in. What are you thinking about? Often, our thoughts show where we hold back our emotions. Well, there are things to do, yes. Even if you don't work, there are still some things to take care of. And no emotions, frustrations, or on the contrary, hyperjoy, can knock you out of these routines. You've thrown your anchor there, into your thoughts. And no matter who comes to you or tries to throw you off track, you'll still do these things. That's why it often indicates work. Well, most often, of course, it comes up for work. Well, I think that since you have some focus on work and at the same time on independence, maybe you'll do your own things to feel independent. But the middle of the week, here you will definitely refuse 100% because there are two cards in this Celtic Lenormand deck. So if you haven't been putting things off until later here, then most likely you will start postponing things and only do what's important for you. This is a card of independence. You will continue to be very likable to people. Because look, this card falls for you. It came up. You are like this now, and you will stay the same. People will like you. They will want to work with you, interact with you, and many will think about you. Well, a cat is like that. Independent. She walks by herself, she goes, travels, and only talks to those she feels comfortable with. But everyone really likes the cat. So even if you look at it this way, you will definitely have friends here. This is the card of friends, but the friends are independent. I can say that, for example, if you interact with friends, this is still the card of friends. The people you are anchored with, you will only communicate with independent friends, not the friends you have there. Give, help, solve, always dependent on something. But here you will only be with those who don't bother me, solving their problems. Because you will only handle those matters that are your own personal ones. Some are really personal, and if you like it, that's how you'll keep going here. If you were still bustling around, little hen, wanting to get everything done, and you keep going like that now. By the way, you want to discuss everything, take care of everything, not put anything off, picking up every little grain here and there. Here comes a new week after all. Well, you'll be thinking, especially at the end of the week, clarifying everything through conversations, through communication. Basically, you'll be just as sociable, but you'll be clarifying things. Is this worth it for me? A crossroads always expands your options, whether to go this way or that way. If before you managed to be in several places at once, now you'll only focus on something important. And at the end of the week, you'll spend even more time standing and thinking. Although this card always represents promising opportunities for expansion. And in terms of finances, look, for example, how it will be with finances. I'll only go where these finances give me independence, where they benefit me, not someone else or for someone else. Yes, only I get the thanks. There will be conversations here too, yes. There will definitely be some suggestions here. Well, does it really broaden, your opportunities in any way? Laughter. Laughter. I wouldn't say you'll be overworked. Although the first card is still, yes, a work financial one, it came up as a business card. Well, our cat is the same way. She knows where to work a bit and then relax. Laughter. She does things in a way that's comfortable for herself. And by the way, that's exactly it. You might return to certain places because the cat represents a map of friends and places where you feel comfortable. Well, that's what you think. That's what you think. But at the end of the week, you'll be wondering if it's worth going. It's like your opportunities will expand even more. Let's just reveal it. Let's just reveal it. Well, probably the new moon will still bring you something at the end of the week, give you a topic for conversations and reflections. So, I'm curious, yes, friends, I've already mentioned this here, but you will only communicate with those you feel comfortable with, and go to places where you've already been, where you already feel comfortable. You know how things are there, right? By the way, there are actually a lot of things to do in the middle. You can get a lot done and go somewhere. But most often it also means quickly running here and there through the internet just to make sure I feel comfortable. And a lot of things will be handled online, through phones, through some quick ways. Like a hurricane, yes, you can do it here. But at the same time, you see, in order to be independent, I called, talked, or discussed them very quickly, and made a clear decision just for myself, so that I would feel comfortable. Listen, there are a lot of things you can get done. And yes, there will be thoughts in this card, like, what if I don't make it in time? But maybe that's why you'll choose some very quick ways, not just to meet someone in person, but to call, send a message, or just quickly run over. Something fast like that. Again, it's about the comfort zone, wanting to stay in your comfort zone. And you'll handle work matters quickly too, so you can then lie down and relax. Like a kitty, like a kitty. To be independent, just look. To be independent so you can sit down later. Here, look at this girl. See how she's sitting. She sat down. Yes, she sat down. Read a bit. That's it. Took care of her own things. I'm telling you, you'll be thinking about yourself. You don't want to depend on others. And yes, work and financial matters, something business related, really come to the forefront here, and it's all about doing things for yourself. Yes, I'm doing what I've already invested in. The card says I've invested there, and that's where I'll keep investing. And that's exactly what changes everything for the better. Although, yes, you'll still have worries about the things you're investing in, as usual. What is expanding here? Oh, you'll be able to resolve some old matter right at the end of the week. Really finish it completely, put a period on it. You'll be able to resolve some old issue, specifically an old goal. You can solve the task. You can resolve it calmly and comfortably in the Queen of Pentacles energy, or maybe resolve it with some woman. But overall, in the Queen of Pentacles, put the money in your pocket so that everything is really good at home. The home hearth is very important here, so that everything at home is great. Even money is earned more for comfort at home, for buying something of quality. Yes, you can solve it here. Somehow differently, looking at it again. Oh, look, looking at it differently, and stop feeling like a victim. But you will still have to choose something, where I will be spinning around, which path to take, where I sacrifice myself, and where I am happy. That's the story, where I have to choose whether to be a victim or to be happy. In some old matter, there will only be repetition here. Well, a broken heart is turning over. Turning over, look, there's some kind of hopeless situation, and suddenly 2 ways out open up, or something you've been worried about gets resolved through communication, through conversations where you tell yourself the truth. Exactly like that. I like this, and why am I doing it? Here she is, the Queen of Water. Why do I need this? Because you will have extensions here. Maybe buy something cool for yourself, help someone, do something creative. The Queen of Love, she actually cares more about others than about herself. And here you'll say to yourself, or maybe she buys more food for her soul. Look, why does the Queen of Water buy more food? Is it to treat everyone? And here you'll ask yourself a question, A. Why am I even doing this? What do I get out of it? What? Or will I just throw it away later? Or will I buy it again now and give it to everyone? Well, yes, I like doing it. Or maybe you will. Well, you'll manage to do something. Here's another chance to get a whole tray of something, to do a lot of something again. So, what's my goal again? I'm fooling myself, and I'll buy myself another pair of boots again, and some more pretty things. I'll buy a painting, a figurine. I don't know. Something else. Do I really need it? Not at all. I actually feel happy. And by the way, it might even turn out like that. I got everything out, cooked everything, and then I look and think, why did I make so much? The question is, do I even feel happy because of this? Or do I only need exactly half, because it feels like I only need half here? There's only one way I can go here, the one that more or less works for me. Even towards myself. Here, something might come up. I might want something. Maybe something that I used to really like a lot. Yeah, well, it's like I ended up feeling like a victim because of this. I don't know, everyone has their own experience here. Maybe it's because, you see, I might even meet someone who deceives me all the time, and yet I still feel good about it. And maybe, yes, a person who lies and deceives all the time. And then there's a broken heart. The heart comes out, and I'm always pouring my whole soul out to him. Here, the question might come up. Should you date or not date? Well, the answer is not to date, not to listen. Even though you'll want to, like it's a review of feelings, love, or money, where am I spending it? It's like it's not even me, only half of me. So, the card says, I can buy this and that, one thing after another. Prepare clothes? I don't know. Maybe buy something beautiful. But do I even need it? So the question here is, I can have a whole tray of things, but do I really need it? That's interesting. Do you have this kind of dilemma by the end of the week? Maybe, yes, it really could happen. I don't like it anymore. I used to like it, but now I feel like I don't really need it. Or I used to like someone. I would listen, hang on every word. But now it just feels silly, like, oh, maybe there could be a man here. Maybe there could be a man there. Well, some arguments and facts, you see, or people. Look, you need to put your hands like this. And those kinds, yeah, I don't want to. So you keep offering me things. Offering, yeah, that's what they say. Worldview here, worldview about actions. Maybe you have that kind of worldview. Yeah, I don't need it. I'm fine as I am. The way I feel. They say, come on, do it. For example, buy this for yourself, you don't have it, that's what you do. So, I don't want to. Why should I listen to everything? Or, yeah, even kids, yeah, or someone else. Mom, let's go here. You say, yeah, but I don't want to. What am I supposed to do? And look, it turns out that you are the winner here. Well, maybe you'll hiss like a cat at you, like a cat that hisses, like, psh, this isn't mine. Oh, I don't like this. Why do I need this? I have my own. And you will only go one way. Well, this path promises you victory. Is it possible that sometimes we are also fighting inside ourselves? You can do this and you can do that, but you tell yourself, ugh, I don't really want to. Well, what happens when you talk to yourself like that? Because there are so many possibilities. I won't rush, I call it. The Empress came up, and I have everything. I have all the cards. What's the rush? Why hurry? Am I supposed to give birth to a new child? Why would I want to buy something premature? No, I have everything. I'm in a good place. Well, that's great. Maybe parent-child or male-female issues will really come up here, because the Empress is Mother Earth. Someone will insist that you can do something right now, and you say, "Let's wait. Why rush things? I know better." That's how it will turn out for you. I have everything, yes, and everything else can wait, and I'm not even in a hurry or worried about it. Well, that's great. Thank you. So, are you going to go your own way? Well, yes, of course there will be doubts. Yeah, like your mind will keep spinning all the time, wondering if it's pointless or not, if you need it or not. So basically, you'll only get into opening up new opportunities where you'll gain something. It's a good resource. So that's what the card says here. Well, yes, and the Empress, she doesn't rush anywhere. And yes, this crossroads also gives a lot of perspectives. A lot in the world. Yes, different viewpoints. Go here, buy this. You need to do that. But, she doesn't rush. And the crossroads also, yes, just stands there. And well, I have everything. I have friends. I have what I'm used to. I have something good, something I'm loyal to. I have it all. And a new birth, a new one will wait until it's time to be born healthy. Good card. Let's see Monday. What Monday of the new moon week will be like for you? And our new moon actually falls on the 18th. The 18th arcana is boiling. Cachula. Interesting. Well, it will be good. It will be good. But I'll have to fight back alone, either from my own desires, thoughts, why am I doing this? Or from some people, obviously, if there are some men. Maybe, yes, they will offer something. Well, people like you here, yes, they like you now. And they'll like you when you're in the kitty costume, too. Especially as the Empress. That's everything that's possible. Yes, yes, all the best things about a woman are in you, and you know it. So Monday is stable. Well, stable things, what you do. Although here a couple of work days, some financial matters have come up. Most likely, you'll do this for your home, family, or others, even in the worst case. Stable. The way you do things that you are anchored in gives you stability. The job you are anchored in gives you stability. Well, maybe someone quickly finished something important for themselves, is catching their breath, and then goes home to do things around the house. Maybe some payments for business matters. For real estate, by the way. Real estate could also be what this means. Maybe if you had a headache, it could be related to real estate. Maybe something at work connected to that. Yes, you'll be dealing with that too. In general, everything seems to be about real estate. It's a good card too. Yes, you've anchored yourself in stability. And here, no one will be able to push you out of there. Although there may be some offers of promising investments or infusions into something here. Well, you're investing in what has always given you stability. So you're investing in the 10 of Cups. Who do you have here? Well, if we take your home, who are the people who are welcome in your house? Or work, society, the community where I work. Yes. For example, the community where I work gives me what kind of joy, stability. I earn money steadily. What kind of joy? I can fulfill all my wishes and desires at home. Yes, here's the community. And when it comes to business, we have to keep all our emotions under control. But it is exactly this community that provides that. What brings me happiness at home is that I worked there. And at home, I bought everything I wanted. As they say, yes. But in general, the community will also be pleasant in some way. Look, whether at home or at work, if we talk about work or finances, it's kind of like that. And you too, that's exactly how you will choose the community that brings you joy. For me. Well, kind of. I want to keep going like this, and I'll never give it up. Sorry, the devil. The devil tempts with money. Well, look, it's material things. Mother Earth, it falls on you. That's all the material things. That's what tempts me about the house. Going to work, and money makes me happy, and I can invest, and I won't give that up. Or my children. Children, yes. Here are my children. I will do everything for them. Yes, that brings me joy. I won't give it up. I mean, I won't. You see, it's always hard with the devil. It's a bit tough with large finances or with very important people, but it's impossible to give them up. I won't give up, even if it's tough with a child. I won't abandon or send them to an orphanage, right? And who said it's easy with kids or with real estate? I mean, is it really easy, for example, to pay something off? You have to go to work, damn. Every day you have to keep thinking so you don't miss any payments. Yeah, again. I'll refuse. No, it brings me joy. Well, that's what they say, you know. That's the way the world is. No pain, no gain. And it will bring you joy, and you'll keep coming back. No, I won't refuse. No, 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 I want to have it just like that. Sometimes it's also the home of the soul, the body. I won't refuse. But if you did something for your body and you liked it, well, then you went to some kind of community. Will you keep doing it too? Good cards, how else, right? Yes. Living in the material world, our body is the first to tempt us. It's either cold or hot. Sometimes it wants to eat, or it craves food. But here too, where this lady came up for us. I can, of course. Yes, here's a whole tray, but why? And here's the question, Eka. Everything is here. The answer is everything is here. Those who are needed are already here. That is Tuesday. Tuesday, what will your Tuesday be like? Mostly continuation, Kush. Tuesday is more active, I would say. To be continued, it's a neutral card by itself. The house next to it stabilizes this little fox a bit, yes. This is initiative, business initiative. That's mostly what it means here. It also goes home, this initiative, because the house card came up next to it. Yes, these are the matters in which I have anchored myself, initiative. Here, it's just that more activity is awakening, and it keeps awakening. Another silly thing is that, well, I think you'll be the one refusing more often. There she is, that independent cat and fox. Her doors are always closed. Some doors are half closed. I mean, I think someone at work or someone from your household will say something to you here, and you'll be closing those doors. Why? Because you'll be deciding something for yourself. You'll be making decisions. Well, you'll also have to show some initiative. You'll have to. You'll have to go somewhere. Earn money for yourself. Buy something for yourself. That's what it's called. For yourself. Why? For stability, because I think about it more for myself. I wonder if you'll have any of those tricksters. The same ones you already know. That's what distracts you. That something familiar is always making you a little tense. Maybe someone at work will say, "Can you do this as well?" And you'll have to make an effort or do it really quickly. Sure, yes, if it's extremely important for your income, but you'll just shut the door on everything else. Who's going to make you keep hustling? Familiar routines, familiar people, most often related to work or business. Because this is basically an entrepreneur's card. Well, maybe some entrepreneurs, if they used to call you all the time, they might call you here too. But, you might not even notice because of the anchor. It doesn't throw you off emotionally at all. You just decline the call, and that's it, Well, if you need these entrepreneurs to make money. Fish, catching a fish clearly, according to plan. Chug, chug, chug. Everyone said it. Even if someone reschedules some dates, you'll approach this matter very resourcefully as well. Well, you could look at the negative, but I don't see it. because to be continued. Such stable cards are coming up, but you have some kind of negativity, maybe a hastiness, maybe saying something harsh to someone. Well, if you don't need certain people, or, like some kind of advertisement or sales, you react sharply from the other side. Well, they will never call about this card, but sometimes this card says you can hurry up because you need to hurry up with something. Like urgency, you might need to run somewhere quickly. Be careful, there's more. Because this is some kind of haste. To be continued in a negative way. Yes, well, it's winter now, girls. Be careful. And you know what else about the card? For example, if you need to run somewhere, check in advance what time they close. Don't just rush out like I did. And whether they're open or not. By the way, if you live in the post-Soviet area, we'll have the old New Year from the 13th to the 14th. If you live somewhere in the post-Soviet region, yes, because girls from all over the world are watching. Well, I can tell you, don't rush, because you might want to be here and there. Maybe you'll want to call everyone to congratulate them. Say congratulations and run off somewhere. But entrepreneurs, especially entrepreneurs, might close and not work. So, for those who, let's say, maybe someone wants to celebrate these days after all, it's interesting how it turns out. 14th. Here, there might be some negativity, maybe some haste. Or really, did you buy a lot of things for yourself again? No, everything is fine here. The 10 of Pentacles, so nothing else. Nothing unpleasant can happen anymore. Everything you need, earn it. The most important structure, yes. Do something structural, no. For you, there is nothing else at all. So you will make every effort to ensure that everyone at home is fine and comfortable. What structure should be preserved? Are there any other people here? What if there is something negative? Again, family is still the most important structural work here. Structural income is the most important here. There is nothing else at all. So others, well, someone might get sick. Someone might be closed off, maybe not working, maybe just doesn't feel like working. And you too, maybe at some point will feel the same. Well, I don't really see it in you. It's like the opposite. You need to hurry, but here, from others, yes, it's closed off. Got sick, can't come, can't do it. Someone is just lying here. Or maybe some kind of family dilemma. Relatives who are cunning. There could be cunning relatives. Well, most likely, they're just selfish people. Egoists. On the other hand, egoists might project negativity onto you. It's just that they have their own worldview, their own goals. You have your goals, they have theirs. That's all there is to it. Yes, so what can come from the outside? From the outside? Well, sometimes it's really like the sun is advertising, like I'm advertising myself. I'm the best here, right? Well, you can just put it on pause, that's all. I mean, just ignore the calls. And you, on the contrary, have some kind of haste, like the environment. The environment. Wow. This shows you, like your ascendant shows you. Look, you're rushing a little bit here, you're rushing a bit here. But again, like with the cat, this cat is already here. Where I feel comfortable, how I feel comfortable. Well, you still have some kind of hurry developing. I want to manage everything here, or you'll end up talking a lot. It's like a postman. Postman Petchkin, quickly. And in this deck, there are two such cards. One horse moves slowly. The other, look. Is galloping, rushing where? To the 9 of hearts. That's what I want. Look, here is the 10 of hearts with the cat, and here is the 9 of hearts. I'm rushing, running to where I like. Still, be careful. After all, we're talking about winter. Yes, yes. Be more careful if you're driving. Yes, maybe you can speed, but then you'll get fined. Or you might rush to call everyone, rush to do something, maybe take care of some business again. Well, it's a good card. You'll be talking to everyone. It's really cool. Everyone will like it. This is how you present yourself to the world. Wow, well, you already have the moon here. The moon will be very active here. Editor. You will be filled with great emotions. Well, like what? Love, beauty, fulfillment. Yes, running out, buying something, running out again. Well, basically, parent-child stuff. Maybe someone will call their kids. Here, Luna, the editor. Some movies, some kind of beauty. Oh, basically, you'll be filling people with emotions here. And again, the card of care. What I need to buy is, for example, something that concerns me. So, am I filled with emotions? Rushing off, running, buying something? Well, something inexpensive here? Or am I filled with emotions about the children? I set aside a little time, just a little time to continue. Well, I also rushed around for important things, did all the valuable tasks to earn money, to get something valuable, for myself, to take something valuable. Oh, by the way, if you ordered any packages, that's like Postman Petchkin. If you ordered something, maybe you need to pick up some orders. Run around? Well, or maybe deliver something to someone too. That could happen. And quickly, you know. The most important thing. Quickly, nicely, and then give another warning or something. There is something here for you. Oh! Selfish goals a little bit, and you will also be focused on your own goal. A selfish goal with excess. Maybe I need it right here, right now. Just give it to me. That's what it's called. Negativity. With men and with children, children might have a different opinion, or men, or those in higher positions. Well, the sun is higher than the moon. That's a different opinion. Oh, how is that? And I see it differently. That's what it's called. Well, maybe some other specialists at work can say something about it, but I see it differently. You'll seem like you're rushing, and they'll think you're jumping to conclusions, or just want to get out of work faster. To be continued. Well, in their minds, it's called something else. That you're in a hurry, like you're going somewhere, you know, right here. Either it's about money, who you're making money with, or, well, yes, that could be the case here. The choice in love might be a little different. Maybe everyone has their own way. It's just like how we have an opposition. If you look at astrology, there could be some kind of opposition. Or I want it this way, but it just doesn't work out. I would like it both ways. Here is my goal. But my desires don't match my abilities. I would like to have everything. But what if it's like this, like with the lover's card? Well, so that I have as much money as a man. To buy a castle right away, or to buy a house right away and then get a cow and a car. Yeah, that's how I am, yes. How can my desires? I'm full of desires for this and that. but I just can't do everything at once, and I can't call everyone either. That's why, girls, obviously you'll think more about yourselves. That's the most important thing, so that it's uncomfortable. Something here might not match, either with people, with those above you, with children, or with men. At the same time, it also gives you something. Well, again, I see you as someone who is directed toward the outside world, with beautiful energy, emotion, and intuition. In general, you'll only take what's most valuable for yourself. You'll take just that. But maybe some people will say, "Oh, I don't know where that is." Or, "I think differently, not like you." But you'll still take what's most valuable for yourself. And sometimes people in love just show that they want both, but they'll take only one. You sense that, as the Lover's card suggests, the choice is already starting here. Yes, someone might devalue someone, or you might devalue it, like, "I don't need this right now, I'll do it another time." You're still doing well, it's going. You know, our desires don't always match our real possibilities, sorry. Maybe someone lives very far away. It's impossible to get there. So you can call, for example, or send a gift by mail, or maybe just send a message. Well, you are still more independent somehow. Maybe you want to meet friends, but it's easier said than done, thank you. Then yes, let's say Thursday. There's some fuss, a lot of talk, but here it somehow feels easier. It gets easier if here you had to. Yes, somehow choose. After all, some kind of fuss gives a sense of ease. Sometimes we can just sit at home, but then there's some kind of noise here, commotion, phones, TVs are on, or big places, crowds of people. Maybe something will be postponed here. I wish it would happen faster, but it will be postponed, and I have a feeling that you will be the one postponing it more. About the cat. Then on Thursday, you can hustle a bit. It will be much easier. It will be simpler to arrange, easier to agree. Maybe, yes, somehow everything seems to be getting done, but there also seems to be a lot of fuss, or a lot of talk, a lot of noise, a lot of commotion. Well, it's easier. Something comes more easily, really easier. It's easier to talk to friends. It's easier to do things on the surface. Everything is superficial, like if someone here might nitpick, but there it's easier to do things superficially. Oh well, it's easier to enjoy life. And it's also easier to get what you want. Thank you. It's easier to celebrate a holiday. Someone may need to reschedule, but I think you'll end up rescheduling more often. Thank you. Come on, thank you follows. Well, yes, moderation fell to you, guardian angel. I'm more here for myself. I'm my own guardian angel. Everything should be in moderation. Everything should be on time. Tomorrow it will be easier. It will be easier for me. I'll take only half. This card here, half in moderation, in moderation. Well, yes, and somehow it will be easier here. I'll tone down my enthusiasm a bit. The key will appear on Friday. Right here, on Friday, maybe some suggestions or ideas will come up about how we can do something of yours. Here, it's sort of an opposition. I want it to be filled with something, like this, but I don't really like it, or I can't quite keep up. Or maybe there's just too much fussing around. So on Friday, this key of expansion already comes up. What can I do? But according to the key, it needs to be done. It's called on Friday. You'll be able to do something that you'll like. Or someone from the outside world will show you the way. Well, can you open this door or that door? But usually you already have this key. What kind of key is it? Well, on Friday, you'll definitely be solving all the key issues anyway. Thank you. The key will appear. How do you get out of limitations? And here they are, remember? This moon is full. I want something, but I don't even know what I want. And somehow I want it, but I don't like something about it. It's like there's some kind of mismatch with the goal, and here the key will appear, like how to remove some limitations. Well, that's it. And it's as if your perspective will expand on Friday. Oh, happiness, joy. To get some kind of pleasure. Again, this devil card comes up. To get what you want. To earn the money you desire. The key is that you always have to do something. For example, you finally have the opportunity to appear in some society, or you have the chance to earn some money. Or here, the key is that you have this opportunity. You need to do something. What do you need to do here? They say don't rush. Take away half of it. Don't rush. Just do half of it. To be continued again. Do what will be painless for you. Well, yes, to hell with it. By the way, for people with dependencies, someone might call you, but you can do it yourself. Say, I can't, no, I can't. But I can do just this, this, and this. I can manage that. Like this, I can. Huh? Interesting. So basically, you will be the key ones here, making the decisions. Yes, strategic plans. And again here. Or can those in power say something? Well, you are the bosses, men, people whom you have given status to, because above us all there are rulers, emperors. Even if we are not married, we have the country's laws. So if you are going to do something important here, it will be men whom we have given status to. Bosses, a boss, a husband, a son, a brother, a father. They say, think through what is strategically important for yourself and only do that. This will also preserve your prospects for next week or next year, and it will preserve and multiply what you have now. And what we have starts with our body. Our body, real estate, some movable and immovable property. In general, the key is to be like an emperor. And maybe, yes, if you have key, important people, thank you. That is, only do important, key things with them. Decide, thank you, thank you. Thank you. From which? For example, you tell yourself, I won't refuse, thank you, thank you. But it's important that it doesn't destroy you. Otherwise, it will turn into an addiction, thank you. Some kind of addiction might come up here. Your own, personal one, maybe, yes, yes. And if you tell yourself, this addiction is destroying me, then here, you need to think about how to preserve and multiply what you have. Your empire, starting with your body and your movable and immovable property. If suddenly, and if there are people for whom children, a father, I don't know, a husband, a boss, and those in power who give us legislative authority, and you say, I will never give it up for anything. Yes, I know it will be difficult. This is matter in the material world. It's always hard for us to live. It always asks us for something to survive, to meet its needs. It asks. Basically, the card here just says to make strategic plans for preservation and growth, and you will succeed. Here, it might be about making an important, key decision or doing something significant. To preserve and increase your loyalty to your cause or your word, it's important to stick to it here. Well, if you've signed any contracts, I don't know. Sometimes the emperor even points to real estate as a continuation. Here, it's essential to address the key points. Yes, you definitely need to take care of that. And here it is, this choice right here. We have it as well. You see, the boy has two options. To go to the tower, where there are certain rules. There are rules. There's another road going somewhere. Well, you just need to stop and think about how to do it so that everything is preserved. It's extremely important to continue, to be continued. But you'll have the key in your hands. The key is always there for the one who guesses. Either you will have it or you already have it. What is this key? To solve. To protect yourself, it's called continuation. Continuation. You should protect yourself, not make the same old mistakes. Still, things might come up here. What you consider to be a mistake, subtitles. What previously prevented you from fulfilling your wishes and dreams. Now you can easily do it. You have this key to protect yourself and fulfill your dream. And it can really come true as soon as Friday, because it's a small dream, a small one, and it fell on Friday. You can actually fulfill your dream. But in the long run, this will preserve and multiply what you have according to the emperor. On Friday, you have something very important. Well, someone will receive key money, someone will protect themselves, or argue something with someone. If suddenly some dependent people, someone will have an unpleasant addiction come up, one that has been ruining your life. Always ask yourself here, does this ruin my life or not? Or am I the one destroying it at all? Other people, any people who get into our lives. Thank you. In the end, we make the decisions, whether to be with them or not. Ultimately, we destroy things ourselves by making key decisions. Well, here, in general, on this day, you can accomplish something, pull off some task, and fulfill your dream, which in the long run, in the long term, will develop really, really well. Although with the Nine of Cups, it might seem like something small to you, it's actually huge, key, and important for your future. So, Saturday. Someone might even buy something for themselves, for their health, for something, I don't know. Thank you, Saturday. Well, someone will actually work. On Saturday, there will be responsibility. The card of responsibility, the bear, came up for Saturday. Someone will take on all the responsibility and redo, go through all the tasks, or on Saturday. If you are working, this is the boss. This is authority. Again, thank you. Well, everything is great here, really. Very good. The boss might pay the salary. Or if you have status, well, a man is often represented by a bear. A person with some kind of status, not necessarily a romantic relationship. Maybe it's a lawyer, a doctor, someone with some status. You give power? This person has power over something that I don't have power over. Here, there will be a very serious approach to responsibility, to duties, and your approach as well. So, I think here you will do something for the future, fulfill some of your wishes, make your dream come true, protect yourself, and things will start moving forward for you. In the future, for some of you, if there are such men, son, father, boss, you are key here. You will make a decision here. You will really decide something. You will decide something. A razas. Something that couldn't be decided earlier. Directly, the chance to rejoice is coming. Oh, the strength is coming, the chance to rejoice. Well, look, if there are any men here a woman inspires Lev, so maybe a man will do something cool. And so, you are gaining the strength to gain power over something. To gain health, you are gaining strength, gaining power, being able to do several things at once, to approach something responsibly. Strength. Well, here no one can stand up to the bear at all, but if you have men around, then a woman in her feminine energy inspires them, inspires her boss. What a great specialist. Strong, powerful, but only this specialist. I want money. I'll pay 10 times more. Well, I'm joking, of course. But who knows? Maybe I'll manage to inspire, really, to continue. Or maybe you'll motivate yourself to act, bringing a surge of energy. Well, if it's yourself, then yes, that's harmonious masculine and feminine energy, the strength of spirit and the strength of the physical body. So, the bear represents the physical body. Well, without the physical body, if it doesn't work at all, even if we have the strength of spirit, we can probably only pray. But here, it's as if they come together. The 11th arcana, where we change our destiny. It's just one of those days when you have to get everything done. It's a really busy workday, I don't even know, or maybe you'll just feel a surge of energy. If you're not working, then you'll have enough energy for everything, to go places, walk around, wherever you feel inspired. Finish something, maybe something valuable with valuable people, where you'll be highly appreciated. In general, thank you. And if you're not working, your family members might really enjoy it. Thank you. In general, it's about handling two things at once, standing firmly on your feet, and doing everything harmoniously. Well, the responsibility still lies with you here. And Sunday, I think right here, you'll decide as well. Yes, Sunday. So Sunday, which chapters will be for you? Sunday. So Sunday, exactly. Well, here is the ring. You finish something, and right away, something new always begins for us. That's how it is. Something always ends for us, and something new immediately begins. If there are still some contracts here, and someone is working, you will finish all the important tasks, and right away, something new will begin. A new cycle. For Sunday, you can fully come to an agreement here. Well, you can put an end to something, finish something important in your life, and right away, something important and valuable will begin. Because we always have a cycle. Well, on Earth, in the material world, there is always a cycle. Starting with our bodies, billions of cells die every day and billions are born. As soon as some end, new ones are born, they end, and new ones are born again. In the same way, we wake up, go to sleep, prepare food, eat, throw things away, or our body gets rid of waste. And this cyclicity is always happening. There are just more serious cycles of contractual obligations. I know that I have to do something according to a contract, or I made an agreement with my husband, and he has to do something. The key, important thing, bam. One cycle ends, and right away you agree on a new cycle. For example, you finish a job, make an agreement, and then you start again from a certain day, and it goes on and on. For some reason, there are always some agreements for Saturday and Sunday, but if you don't work, then it's just agreements with yourself. You finished something at home, yes. Invested money somewhere? Well, there's some kind of combined feminine and masculine energy here, even if you don't have any men at home. I finished some renovations at home, put a stop to it, and said, okay, I'll put it off for a week and start again next week. I don't know. Maybe put up wallpaper. I finished the renovation in the hallway. I'm just speaking figuratively, yes, like at work. If I finish something at work, something new immediately starts. It's a cycle that, well, these are very partnership-oriented cards. And really, if you have men around you, you'll be communicating, talking, and making decisions together. Because here there's an expansion of opportunities, a really great expansion, or you yourself are a great partner. And if you have partners, there's a real expansion happening. Well, here the King of Swords came up right away. That's a smart man. If there are partners, or with logic that works, or you, as a man, will be making decisions. About exes, something can be resolved. Well, I don't know. The card came up in the upright position. I don't see any negativity at all. Again, the Lover's card came up in the upright position. It's a choice made with the heart. Everyone agreed, so to speak. Everyone agreed on who gets what and how it should be. I like it. It feels right to me. This is when you talk to yourself about something important, even at home, maybe while studying, just sitting, or learning to speak instead of working. What a beauty I am. Well, by the 6. By the Lover's card, I chose, right? You see, I like it. Or, for example, how beautiful it is at home. I made everything beautiful at home and finished something, and a new cycle has begun, planning for the future. Well, I won. I'm the winner. Recognition of success in society. Even if you're alone at home, someone, like guests, might come over or someone else will say how well you did it. Well, you see, recognition is happening, and if someone is working at a job, recognition comes from society. If there are authorities here, they might say, "Listen, you're a great specialist." In general, you're going to have a wonderful week. I wouldn't say it's going to be easy. There's responsibility. You still need to finish something here, and it's the middle of the week. Girls, it's like, yes, you want to get everything done. I'm making an effort. Be careful, don't rush, don't speed while driving, don't run. I don't know. And let's draw a couple more cards, even though I already asked. But still. Keep your most important goals in mind, even if you're in a hurry somewhere. Also remember your goal not to slip, not to forget something, not to stumble. In general, keep your goal clear. If you have a specific goal, everything will work out for you. Look, focus your routine tasks on fulfilling your main desire, because the star represents routine, and I see you as the star, which means you are a very talented person. Even when rushed, you can still do it in your mind. You see the goal, you don't see the obstacles, and there are many small tasks, so when you focus, you don't even notice them. These are routine things, and there are many little stars. I'm moving toward one goal, but at the same time, I'm automatically controlling everything, and this will make your dream come true. So focus like this. Focus on the long term, on the long term. Not to satisfy these small desires right now, but for the long term, so that everything works out. Even if I'm late right now, yes, what's better for me, right? Or to break my leg and then have to stay home for 2 months and not go anywhere at all. I'm just giving an example, or I'll be late, but I'll use all my talents, all my efforts, and clearly explain that this, and this are not my fault. Force majeure circumstance and all that, and you'll get your dream. Always focus on the long term. Well, you'll be able to achieve some kind of big, long-term dream that you really want. Just remember that you need to be very balanced, moderate, moderation, moderately, moderately. I go moderately, I speak moderately. Well, somehow I buy, I don't know, I take it. Maybe I'll want to go to 10 places at once. But moderately, I'll take half. Look, the next day it's easier. The second half gets done, and on the third day, all the key points are set everywhere. Chuck, chuck, chuck. So, you could have 2 really happy days here, where you fulfill your dreams. But you also need to be in this kind of energy. Very interesting, and you'll succeed. Thank you for being with me today. Please like and leave comments. It's not hard for you. Of course, I would be very happy to receive any feedback from you, whether it's likes, comments, donations, little material gifts, or even sponsorship support. Of course, the channel appreciates it too, as does any creator. Visit more often, stay longer, and make sure to check out the channel itself. There's a lot there for self-discovery and self-development. There are a lot of videos there that aren't related to specific dates. The channel has been around for a long time, and there are plenty of videos, all organized into folders and playlists. You can browse and choose what you like. Of course, it will also be nice for me if someone watches my older works, just like people read old books and get information from them. In general readings, the information will always resonate with you if the signification resonates, meaning if it matches a certain stage of your life or your description. Initially, his trade analysts handle it. If there is resonance here, it doesn't matter when you watch, even if the video is 5 or 10 years old. If there is resonance, it means this information is for you. Your soul was drawn to this information. You need it from the energy information flow. In general, that's why I wanted to say this. Well, also, from the energy information flow. So apparently, since I am reading your energy, it was important for you to hear this. Thank you. I'm not saying goodbye. See you next time.